He stole this tip from Valorant, and it's getting into the habit of placing your crosshairs into a certain spot on walls so that when you peek in the open, your crosshairs are already centered on the area you want to aim at. This is basically centering but with extra steps by using visual guides to keep your crosshair at chest or waist level at all times. We're off to a great start. Last week, I asked you to give me your best aim tips, so I gathered the best ones I could find and put them on this video. It's so cool because I get to learn more tips from you guys and share it to a lot more people that may not know about some of these, or to remind players that are making a comeback to the game. Let's talk all about fingers first to improve your mechanical skills when it comes to aim. Remember to put your aiming finger back to a more comfortable position or default position before engaging in another gunfight to avoid running out of screen area, because sometimes you might get caught off guard and you won't be able to track enemies when you're not in your base or optimal position. Use your buttons as markers to know where your aiming thumb should be at all times. Place your aim finger on your screen in a way that only the smallest surfaced area of your finger controls your aim. This improves flick consistency since it reduces the surface area that touches your screen, therefore reducing friction and pressure on the phone. Most players are playing like this, and to apply what Storm is talking about here, turn your wrist counterclockwise so your finger's tip rests on the screen and not your whole thumb. This can give you better tracking and flicking. When using a gun with high vertical recoil, place your thumb a bit higher than its normal position on your phone's screen so that you still have enough space to control your gun's vertical recoil. Pretty useful tip, but I'd recommend you to have mastered your sensitivity so you can control your gun regardless of a gun's recoil intensity. Relax your fingers from time to time. Constant tension can cause fatigue, just like any prolonged activity. Loosen up and stretch from time to time. Now let's move over to the more fundamental and basic tips you can apply when it comes to aim. Ready? Master high recoil guns, because once you control those, you now have the power to control any automatic weapon in the game. Want better sniper aim? Use a gun with a smaller hitbox like Outlaw to force yourself into habit of aiming higher. I'd recommend this to everyone who wants to be more consistent when it comes to aiming up, and the Outlaw is pretty fun to use, so it's a win-win. You can also use marksman rifles with default iron sights to improve your crosshair placement drastically. This is basically tied with map knowledge. Pre-aim every corner, head glitch, or entrance and flick onto enemies as soon as you see them. Simple enough. If you're trying to kill someone from long range, try to aim with your joystick. Instead of swiping your aiming finger, just strafe to track your enemy. Hip fire when an enemy is up close and ADS when 5 meters away from you. Heading into training mode and moving in front of this target right here will show you 5 meters depending on your FOV, so you'd have a good idea of when to ADS. A tip that's not shared too often is to burst fire full auto weapons to hit long range targets with greater accuracy. This is a good tip that goes with Ghosty's tip. Align your crosshair first before you ADS, because if you have different sensitivities, your swipe can cover changes when scoping in. Scoping in first and aligning your crosshair mid-animation may give you less screen space to do the needed adjustment to reach the target. A friendly reminder to phone players. Be calm with your aim and you will hit more shots. Feel free to use aim trainers. He recommends Aim Champ. I tried that one too, but I personally think CODM's practice mode is more than enough. A tip he observed from iFerg is to jump from cover to cover and pre-aim the spots where he predicts people may come. Developing good muscle memory with your own sensitivity will help you flick over time. Make full use of the practice range, especially now where it's so much more advanced. You can program bots with complex movements for you to practice your aim at different distances and speed. Now that we're done with aim, let me know your best game sense tips and get a chance to be featured on the next episode. I'm sure you're pumped to train your aim right now, and I got just the right video for you. Click on this video to train your aim, or if you already have the best aim in the world and you want to try the best ARs available in game, click this video right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.